Welcome to the last episode of Sky Factory before I start streaming on Twitch. I'm about a week ahead, so I'll be streaming for a week before you see this. Today we're going to work on automating ore production and resource production. To do that, we need a ton of autonomous activators, some hoppers, a couple igneous extruders, sieves, and vacuum hoppers. Besides that, we have made a lot of progress. One change I made over here to the tree farms is instead of one generator was not cutting it for 3 tree farms. So I gave each tree farm their own generator and their own lava production, running all off the same cobble gen. But increased the production of the cobble gen so they would all keep up, and hopefully that seems to be doing fairly well. As you can see, each time a tree grows, it gets chopped down fairly quickly, and there's not a surplus of trees growing. Besides that, the other change that I made between this episode and the last episode is we are running really low on gold. So I made a gold magic crop plants, magical gold crops, which have given us gold essence and given us about a stack of gold, which we will need to make some of the machines that we're going to be using. Also, to fully automate the production of ores and ore products, we will be using cyclic assemblers to automate the production of hammers. But before we go into all that, I need to make some of the stuff. So let's sleep through the night, and I will come back once I have most of the machines made. Okay, we're back, and we got most of the supplies we need. I started setting it up. As you can see, we got a sieve. Under the sieve, we have a autonomous activator. Next to that, we have a item duct pulling out of a Java barrel. This Java barrel will have upgrades. What this Java barrel will have a structural Mark 1, a structural Mark 2, and a void upgrade, because the void upgrade takes 2 slots. Then we have a hopper pointing into the barrel, 2 autonomous activators pointing towards the hopper. We have a structural barrel here, or excuse me, another Java barrel with 2 upgrades. This one has 2 upgrades in it. It has the void upgrade and the hopper upgrade, and it has one of these hopper facades on the underside of it, pointing into the autonomous activator. The way I did that is I broke this block, I put water down, I jumped into the water, and I shift-clicked up as I was falling down, and then I swam back up and replaced the block and put the water back in the bucket. You also have a hopper pointing down into this autonomous activator. What's going to happen is this hopper is going to fill from the hopper above it, the autonomous activator above it. It's going to pull hammers down, so this one is always full of hammers, and this is going to fill from the better barrel here, the drops from the autonomous activators above it. So we have a hopper pointing into that barrel, and now we need to climb up a little bit. So the best way I know to climb up is to put down a half slab of a different type. You can jump up on that half slab. Then you can start putting blocks down. We're going to need 2 more autonomous activators here. Not like that. Pointing in. hopper on top of this one. A better barrel from Java on top of this one. Then we're going to come down here. Let's get that out of there. We're going to break this autonomous activator because we need to get underneath there. Mark 1 upgrade, Mark 2 upgrade, hopper upgrade, and void upgrade. So we go Mark 1, Mark 2. The way these work is you have to put each mark before it, each level before it, in it. Hopper upgrade, which takes 1 slot. Hopper facade on the bottom. And a void upgrade. And now we can put the autonomous activator back. What's going to happen? This is going to be our dust setup. We're going to have one more autonomous activator set up there. Actually 2 of them, breaking cobblestone into gravel. This one will break gravel into sand. This one will break sand into dust. The dust will end up here. It will go into this autonomous activator, and this autonomous activator will sift it in the sieve. And we're going to set up an identical setup on the other side here, so they can be picked up by one vacuum hopper on top of this. The vacuum hopper is going to go into a chest, which is going to be pulled into the AE system right there. So let me climb up there and put the other autonomous activators where they belong. I need to get a little more height. There we go. Hopper into there. One more autonomous activator here. And we'll put igneous extruder. We need the hopper facing that way. And we'll put another igneous extruder up here. Which means we need an item duct. And we'll put an igneous extruder right there. But for now we need to make an igneous extruder, so I'll be back. Okay, we've got our igneous extruder. We are going to place it on top of this autonomous activator, and I want to rotate it. No! I dropped it. Okay, I'm going to have to make another one real quick. Shouldn't be too hard. First need to make a machine frame. Then make the igneous extruder. Okay, that placed the correct way the first time. We're going to wrench this to output mode. The igneous extruder automatically outputs. Clear it off. We want the bottom to output and the back to output. That means it will output into this and it will output into this. We're going to start it up. And there we go. It's starting to produce cobblestone. This one is going to be left click, and the top is going to be blue. This one, the top is going to be blue, and it's going to be right click. These, for now, I'm going to turn these off so they don't hurt us when we turn them to left click. Bottom is output, top is input. Same thing with this one. Turn it off, left click. Bottom is output, top is input. And as you can see, it's placed both pieces of cobblestone. We are going to put stone slabs on top of it so they can't spawn monsters. Okay. Go down one level. And set these up. Top is input, right click. Top is input, bottom is output, left click. Top is input, left click. Top is input, right click. Now all we have to do is supply this with hammers. And that one doesn't need to be output there. Supply these with hammers and we will have our automatic farm set up. The way we're going to supply these with hammers is we are going to produce another lava generator over here and a few cyclic assemblers to auto-generate hammers. So let me get the supplies ready for that and I'll be right back. Okay, so I set up the cyclic assemblers. This outputs wood into this one and it turns wood into wood planks. This one turns wood planks into sticks, and this one right here, if I can select it, is turned off at the moment, but it turns cobblestone and sticks into stone hammers. I'm letting it fill up, get a surplus of cobble first. This is a cobble reservoir that will pump straight into that cyclic assembler if it starts using up a lot of cobble at once. The generator here is obviously powering up, and I also did an output back here from that cyclic assembler will output hammers up and into the hoppers up there, and they'll trickle down to the hoppers down here through the hoppers and through the autonomous activators, down to the bottom autonomous activator where it will hammer the stuff down. But as I said, I'm getting a surplus of cobble first, and I'm going to go help it out by picking up some cobble from my main cobble generator here. And it's about to be nighttime, so I'll sleep through the night before going down there so it's not too dark. just helping it out, filling up with cobblestone. So we have a surplus of cobblestone here. Okay, we got a surplus of cobblestone. We can turn this on now. As you can see, it pumps right through the cobblestone really quickly, and it's sending hammers up to the top. As you can see, hammers are already trickling down. That's full. That's full. Okay, that's full. We can turn this on now. The only thing I'm worried about with this setup is that the vacuum hopper there is too close to these things and will suck up some of the drops. We need a servo for that. So let's get a pneumatic servo. I made a lot of them because I knew I was going to need them. There's one right there. And now we just need to make sure we get the outputs on these right. So that's the output there. When we wrench this back into receive mode, it will receive it, and as you can see, it's starting to sift dust. Last step is to get the AE network hooked up to this, but we should start seeing drops here shortly. I'm just waiting to see the first drop. See, there's drops, tin ore and redstone. First drops out of this system. Okay, I'm going to get the AE components to wire this up, and then I'll be right back. Okay, we're back, and get on the elevator, go down. We have a precision import bus. The precision import bus will allow us to import stacks at a time. So change that to stacks at a time. And then we wire this up. And it's wired up. The vacuum hopper got that. And as you can see, the chest is now empty. Everything's being imported into our ME network. Huzzah! Okay, we're going to need some more resources put together before we build another set. We're going to mirror this one, I think. Or we're going to build, instead of a dust, a sand generator over to the right or left. And then we'll build a gravel generator a little past that. And we'll get these things started here as soon as we get some more resources, because we're a little low on what we need to do this. So we'll let this process and get some resources together, and I'll be back once we get enough together to build another thing. Okay, we got the supplies together to make a one for sifting sand. I believe we got all the supplies together. So let's start working on that. First we got to figure out where we want to place it. As you can see, I'm going to go around the other side. And wow, my computer is lagging. I'm going to reboot it. Each one of these is 1, 2, 3, 4 wide. So add another 4 to that, and that's 8. So we're going to need an 8 wide space to place this in. And I am looking here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No. What about here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It'll just barely fit here. We're gonna go. Let me double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, we're gonna go right here. First up is the autonomous activators back and forth. And we'll wrench that so that's off. We need a barrel right here. We'll need a hopper facing into that. Now to determine which side does which. I think we're going to have the outside is going to be the hammers, and the inside will be the thing, the actual materials. So that will sift sand, that will sift gravel into sand. Then we need cobblestone into gravel up here. So as you can see, it will be one less than the one above it. And I need something in order to climb. So let me get some oak wood planks and slabs and all that good stuff. Stack of oak wood, some slabs. That should be plenty. One other thing you'll notice is I put an XP tank here. That was to store my XP so I don't lose it. This is called an XP drain from open blocks. It will empty out any XP on your player into the tank below it. So I just emptied out all my XP into the tank. That way if I fall to my death, I don't lose it and we can use it again. Okay, as I said, the best way to build up is to place the half slab, jump up on the half slab, place a oak wood plank and didn't want to place that one. My computer is lagging, so it's creating extra clicks randomly. And we need a hopper facing into that. Okay. Now, like I said before, we need to do an upgrade here to make this a hopper barrel. So, come on, scroll wheel. Mark 1, wood upgrade. Mark 2, iron upgrade. Hopper upgrade. And void upgrade. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get a bucket of water. Place the bucket of water down. Have our thing selected. Get into position. Swim up. Press shift real quick and place it. As you can see, the hopper duct is now on the bottom, the hopper facade. And now we climb out of the water, pick it back up, and replace the slab on the ground. And now we place the autonomous activator back. Two last things we need to do is we need to put the igneous extruder on top, on the left side. Igneous extruder. We'll have this facing in. We need to put two hoppers on these side. Item duct there. Wrench the item duct to output mode on the back. And now we can start configuring sides. So this one needs erase all of them. Output back, output down. This one is output down, input up, output down, input up. And actually this back one doesn't need a, these don't need the output down, excuse me. Output down is for the other side. This side needs the output down because this is the one with the hammers. And the back side doesn't need output down. only the front side. Turn them off, turn it on left click, and let's go down to the next one. This one needs input up, and this one needs input up. And this one's also going to be a left click. Let's get the igneous extruder up at the top, filled with lava and water. Put lava in it. Water in it, and now you can see it's working. And block is placed on this side. Cobble is placed on this side. That should be good. Now we just need to item duct up the what do we call them? Hammers. We'll do this on the side. Hold shift. Okay. Go down one. And now it should be filling with hammers. Wrong tool. Okay, it's filling with hammers slowly. And the cobblestone is keeping up on this one, so that's good. That is full of hammers. That is full of hammers. It's on left click. We can turn this one on. Turn this one on. And we should get any drops. Gravel's coming down. And we're getting sand. So that's good. Now we need to put an item duct here on the front of the barrel. An autonomous activator. Right here. Wrench it to rotate it so it's facing up. a sieve, and a vacuum hopper. Next thing we need is a chest to put on top of the vacuum hopper. Let me sleep through the night. Definitely going to have to reboot the computer after this episode. Good, we have a chest. And the only other thing we'll need is an import bus from ME and some cables, which we're all running low on, so we'll have to make up some of that stuff here in a break after I get the chest placed. I will go off camera and make that, and I'll come back once I start wiring that up. Chest on top. I'm left clicking, giving me the nub. There's the nub, facing everything into the chest. We already have 75 sand, so that's good. Now I just need to go off camera, craft the import bus and some cables to run over here, and we'll be set to import and start exporting. Let me do one other thing before I go off camera. We want to wrench this to output mode. And we want to give it a pneumatic servo. Give it a pneumatic servo, and when we're ready, we'll set the redstone signal low to turn it on, and it will start filling up the sieve and filling up the autonomous activator that will fill up the sieve and sieve everything. The vacuum hopper will pick it up and put it in the chest, and then we'll import it into our network. So let me go off camera and craft the stuff for ME. And I just took the time. We are way overdue for the episode break, so I am going to do the finish up this on Twitch. You've seen it before. It's the same thing, just over and over again. The next one, instead of having too high level where it breaks it into sand or gravel then sand, we just process it straight from the gravel step, and that will give us diamonds, emeralds, coal, and several other things. And we'll just basically keep working around the circle until we get a full setup all the way around the circle to import into ore processing and get plenty of ores. This is my last episode. I am going to switch to Twitch TV, twitch.tv. Same name on there, LesChap. And I will be broadcasting, accepting donations, and just interacting with you, having a good time, and enjoying the social aspect of gaming, which is what really drives me. We're going to do one last lucky block for the last episode. In fact, let's do 2 lucky blocks for the last episode. Final episode hype, lucky blocks, 2 of them. Let's go with the first one. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. And I got squashed by a falling anvil. That's why we save the XP in the barrel. And I'm going to cheat in a second lucky block since that one is in my chest underneath.